Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players. The Lady Esther Screen Guild play tonight, Michael and Mary. The starring players.
This is Herbert Marshall.
And this is Ann Todd.
Tonight, Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players in A.A. Milne's delightful romance, Michael and Mary. It stars Ann Todd, the lovely British film and stage star recently arrived from England to grace the American screen, and the ever-charming and popular Herbert Marshall. The Lady Esther Screen Guild Players in Michael and Mary.
Michael, darling.
Oh, Mary, dear, why didn't you tell me you were standing there?
Michael, you were so absorbed. Is this such an important story?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, it is a very important story. Perhaps the most important story I've ever done.
What's it about, Michael?
You, me, us.
Oh.
Everything that's happened from the very beginning.
The beginning. That was a long time ago.
Very long time ago. 1905, remember? In the British Museum. The little room where they keep the coin collections. You were sitting there on a bench, crying to yourself.
And then you walked in, and you were rather embarrassed. You stood there first on one foot, and then on the other. And then finally you turned to me and...
I say, do you mind if I sit down? I mean, right at this end, of course. I'm not trying to. The fact is, I'm meeting somebody else.
I'll go.
No, please, no, I don't mean that. I mean, as soon as she comes, we'll be clearing out and... No, do sit down. Hang it all, it isn't my museum. Thanks awfully. Now then, if I sit at this end and we pretend there are 6 very fat people in between us. I mean, I'll turn my back on you and I'll chew my gloves or something and you won't even know I'm here. Is that all right?
Yes.
Good. Oh, bless her, why can't Vi be on time just this once?
You're waiting for someone.
Yes. Awfully useful place, the British Museum, isn't it? I mean for meeting. Then I expect that's why you're here, too.
No, I just wanted to sit down somewhere.
Well, it's useful for that, too, of course.
Your young lady, is she, are you?
No, not exactly. I mean, we're not... Oh, I know her awfully well. She's frightfully pretty and all that, but of course I couldn't. I mean, what could we be married on?
Why should anyone be married? Ever?
Oh, I presume there are reasons, if one could think of them.
There aren't any reasons. Any reasons at all.
Oh, no, you aren't crying. No, you mustn't. Not on my birthday.
Oh, what can I do? What can I do? I just can't die.
Look here. You're not going to die. You can't. I couldn't allow it.
Oh, I hate you all. Horrible men.
I beg your pardon?
Horrible gentlemen. He was a gentleman, too. He behaved so beautifully at lunch.
But what did he do to you?
He married me.
Oh? Strange. I didn't think if he was married.
I can't show you the wedding ring. I pawned it a month ago. What do you think I got for it?
Oh, no, don't. This is horrible.
Half a crown.
Oh?
It looked like gold, but it wasn't. Just gilt-edged, same as him.
I always wonder how any woman can marry any man.
I was employed in a shop.
Oh, you were in a shop?
Yes, but I'm not a clergyman's daughter.
Why should you be? I'm not a snob.
You're saying to yourself, I've been talking to her just as if she was a lady, a clergyman's daughter.
Not at all. I'm sick of clergymen. My father's a clergyman. What is your father?
He's dead. And my mother, years ago.
Oh, no. And your husband, did he just...
He just left me.
But how? Why?
I don't know. He had his fun, I suppose. He was a funny man, my husband. I've got his last letter here. Perhaps you'd like to...
Oh, no, please. No,
Dear Mary, it says, goodbye to England, home and beauty. I'm off to Philadelphia in the morning. That's a quotation, so it's funny. Sorry I can't stay, but we don't suit each other. You'll find another man like enough, and if you want to marry him, go right ahead. And you needn't bother about a divorce. You see, there was something I forgot to tell you. My first wife had never divorced me either. So you see, we weren't really married, were we? That's all, my dear. Except that my address is a coat and trousers. I'm afraid I can't leave it to you. Your loving husband, Harry. Funny, isn't it?
What a horrible man.
Yes.
What will you do? Go back to the shop?
I tried. They don't like taking you back.
Well, some other shop.
I've been trying ever since.
Oh, it's too bad. Where do you live?
Nowhere. They turned me out this morning.
Well, you mean you've no one in the world to go to?
No one. Nothing.
But what would you have done tonight? Oh, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, would you?
Yes, I think I would.
The way you said it, Mary. I remember that was the thing that got me.
But you couldn't do much about it just then. That was when your young lady came in.
Violet Cunliffe, if I recall correctly?
Yes, and she was rather put out when she found you with me, talking to me, when you didn't even know my name.
And so she flounced off and left me with you. And I still didn't even know your name.
And you might never have known it to this day, darling. Except that just as I started to run off, too.
Just a moment, wait. I can't let you go.
Don't you dare touch me.
No, that's silly. I was only trying
Can't I have my pride? Your young lady was proud. Well, so am I.
No, but
just because I was married to a cad. Just because I worked in a shop.
If that's pride, there's nothing to be proud of. Look here. If you were shipwrecked in mid-Atlantic, would you refuse to be rescued till you've been introduced to the captain of the ship? Well, you're shipwrecked now. And my sail has just come over the horizon.
I thought you were just a silly boy at first. You're a man, aren't you?
One of those horrible men.
But your young lady was angry. Oh, promise you'll make it up with her. I couldn't bear to think...
Oh, let's not even talk about her. I think everyone and everything have conspired to give Miss Cunliffe a good time ever since she was born. Now somebody's going to give you a good time. Oh, slightly better time anyway.
I'll do anything you say.
Well, now, I've got £200 in the bank, which my mother left me. And I've got rooms in Islington. I'm a writer, you see, or trying to be one. Now, even if I don't earn anything for a year, I can almost live on half my balance. The question is, can you live on the other half?
What? Me live for a year on £100? Well, of course.
Yes, I suppose I eat more or something. Anyhow, that gives us a year each, apart from what either of us earns in that time, which is bound to be something.
You mean that's all you have in the world?
Except for a fountain pen with a gold nib. Real gold.
And you're going to give me half?
Not of the fountain pen, no. Of the £200. And on certain conditions, of course.
Oh, what are they? Oh, please make them hard.
Well, first of all, you must tell me your name.
Weston. That was my maiden name. Mary Weston. And I hate the other, so do you mind if I keep my maiden name?
No, I rather prefer it.
Thank you. What are the other conditions?
Just one. It may be difficult.
What?
Well, since it's well past noon, you've got to let me take you to lunch.
That was the beginning, Michael.
Yes, that lunch.
And then you found me a room in the same house where you stayed.
It was cheaper that way. The landlady gave me a bargain rate. And all the time I was working on my book, you stood by, keeping me at it, helping me, never letting me lose hope.
Until that day you came slamming in.
Mary! Mary!
Well?
It is well, my child.
Oh, Michael, really?
Yes.
The book?
Yes. Chapman and Hall have taken it.
Oh, Michael, I am glad. Hurry, please tell me all about it.
Well, Mr. Hall said £50 on account, 10% royalty.
£50?
And Chapman said, if we did this for everyone, Mr. Rowe, we should have to put up our shutters.
And what did you do? Get on your knees and say, thank you, Mr. Chapman. God bless you, Mr. Hall.
No. Something in my chair suddenly barked out, make it 100 and crash like gentlemen.
Michael, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was so surprised I fainted. When I came round, I heard Chapman saying, well, take 100 if you must, and Hall said on 15% royalty over 5,000. Now, who says I'm not a businessman?
£100?
You know, I think it was the typing that really got me.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Mary, Mary. All those weeks when I used to ask you how you were getting on and you'd tell me everything about the shop. Never a word about the typing lessons. And the typewriter you were starving yourself for.
Oh, I wasn't. Oh, Michael, if you knew what it meant to me. to feel that someday I should be able to help you.
Mary, I want to talk to you.
Yes, Michael.
Mary, you know, don't you, that I love you?
I didn't know, Michael. But these last few months I've wondered sometimes.
Do you love me, Mary?
Always. Always from that first day. You knew, didn't you?
No.
I'm glad I didn't show it too plainly. Oh, I was so proud of loving you. Will you say again that you love me?
I just love you.
Whatever else, nothing can take that away.
Well, there won't be anything else. You're going to marry me.
But, Michael,
I know. You're going to tell me you're already married, but you aren't married. You never were married. He wrote you that himself.
Still,
And who knows where he is? He may be dead. He may be married again. If we started a search, the whole thing would come out.
Oh, it mustn't. Your father, a clergyman. We couldn't do that.
We have ourselves to think of, Mary. Just us. The two of us. Marry me, Mary. Pledge yourself to me as I pledge myself to you. Whatever the law is, the pledge is binding on us. Will you, Mary?
Yes, Michael. I will.
We were happy, weren't we, Mary?
Yes, all those years. Even when you went off to the war, I always felt that you were there with me.
And my work was going well, and the boy.
Ah, David.
No one ever had a son as fine as that. Do you remember that night?
Yes. We just had a letter from him, his first year away at school.
And your picture had been in the paper that day.
Some fashion note, Mrs. Michael Rowe, wife of the well-known author.
And that night I was expecting a friend, a very dull one. When I'd sent you to your room so you wouldn't be bored. And then the bell rang. And when I opened it...
Captain Rowe?
Yeah?
I won't keep you a moment, Captain Rowe, if I might just...
Come in. And please forget the captain. I'm trying to.
Quite so. I can understand your feelings, Mr. Rowe, although unfortunately my old enemy... my heart, you know. However, one did what one could.
Yeah?
Well, now, Mr. Rowe, you must be wondering who I am and what I'm here for, naturally.
Michael, would you like to sit in it? Harry.
Harry.
Michael, he's come back. It's him.
Harry Price at your service, sir. Husband of the affectionate lady now in your arms.
But you weren't. Your marriage wasn't legal. You were married already.
Oh, that. Oh, that was just a little going-away story. No, I'm afraid I've only been married once. In fact, I'm still married to a girl whose name used to be Mary Weston.
I see. Mr. Price, some 14 years ago, I promised myself that if ever I met you, I'd punch your filthy face for you. And go on punching as long as we could both stand up. Well, I'm older now, and life doesn't seem so simple. But I warn you, you're due for it. And with the very least provocation, you'll get it.
No roughness, Mr. Rowe. Remember my weak heart. Harry, you wouldn't let him be rough.
Why have you come here, Harry?
Darling, I think that's fairly obvious. He's come after money.
Very well, call me a blackmailer. I don't mind. Your wife's a bigamist. Perhaps she doesn't mind it either. But getting down to business, my price £1,000.
And when you've spent that, what then?
I give you my word of honor, Mr.
You haven't
Rowe.
got a word of honor. And I haven't got much more patience. Outside, Mr. Rowe?
Look here, I've been in America. I'll go
I
there.
said outside.
I'll cut the 1,000. Make it 500.
Get out.
Oh, so she's not worth 500, eh? You want her to go to prison. You want to get rid of her. You've got your eye on some other little piece.
Very well, if you need some help, come on, move along outside.
Now then, no roughness. No.
Michael, what happened? What's wrong with him?
I don't know, Mary. I'll have a look.
Michael, why doesn't he get up?
Mary. He's dead.
The second act of the Lady Esther Screen Guild play will follow in a moment. Now, a word from Lady Esther.
If you go to a beauty parlor for a professional facial, first thing they do is to cleanse your skin thoroughly. Next, they soften and soothe your skin. Third, an application to close the pore openings. And then fourth, they apply a base for your powder. Those are the 4 essential parts of any facial. I tell you that because these are exactly the same 4 things Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream does for your skin. At home, away at work, out shopping, anywhere you are, you can give yourself a 60-second Lady Esther facial and immediately see and feel your skin softer, fresher, and younger looking. Because this one cream by itself, first, thoroughly cleans the skin. Second, softens the skin. Third, helps nature refine the pores. And fourth, leaves a smooth, perfect base for powder. You just smooth on Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream, then wipe it off. And in about 1 minute, you've given your skin the 4 things it needs most for beauty. And now I'll tell you something I've seen happen thousands of times. You will increase and speed the beautifying results if you will take time regularly to give your skin several applications of Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream, one right after the other. Smooth it on, wipe it off, and then repeat. If you will try this for a few days, I can assure you, you will see such clear, new freshness, such smooth softness, skin so much younger looking, that your heart will really sing about it.
And now, Lady Esther presents the second act of Michael and Mary, starring Ann Todd and Herbert Marshall.
Michael, why doesn't he get up?
Mary, he's dead.
That was a bad moment, wasn't it, darling?
Almost the worst we've ever had.
It was the boy that we kept thinking of.
Yes, David. We both loved him so. We couldn't let him be dragged into a thing like that.
But we knew we had to do something, remember? Harry lying there dead on the floor. We told ourselves we ought to ring up the police.
And yet we couldn't let them know the fellow had been your husband.
So you made up a story. One of your best.
You helped me with it, as you always have.
And then, quite suddenly, it seemed, the police were there.
Perhaps Mrs. Rowe would like to wait in her room while we talk for a bit,
Of course, Inspector.
Madam, I shall want to see you for a moment afterwards. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Cuff, did you notify the doctor?
Yes, sir. He's on his way, Inspector.
Good. Now then, Mr. Rowe, what happened?
He fell down suddenly, Inspector, just like that. Dead.
Hit him?
No, not really. I pushed him out of the way.
Didn't hit his head on anything?
I don't think so.
No, sir. No sign of blood, Inspector.
Well, then let's have the story, Mr. Rowe. How did he come here?
Well, where do I begin? There was something about me in the evening paper. You see, I'm a writer.
Oh, books?
Yes.
Cuff. Ever hear of Mr. Michael Rowe?
Yes, sir.
Cuff's a bit of a writer himself. Aren't you, Cuff?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
Well, Mr. Rowe?
Well, he called himself Cameron. Said he'd seen my name in the paper, and as he'd been in my company in France, came round to see me.
Hard-up story?
Oh, yes, the usual. I had a man called Cameron, and this fellow looked like another man whose name I couldn't remember for the moment. Between the two, he took me in, and...
And so you took him in, eh?
Yes. Then, after a bit, he began giving himself away. As soon as I was certain he was a fraud, I told him to clear out. He became rather truculent. I said I'd ring up the police. I made a move to the door. He tried to stop me. I pushed him out of the way, and he just collapsed.
Cameron, eh? Scotch name. What was your regiment, sir?
Bedfordshire.
Taking a risk, wasn't he? Mightn't have been a Cameron in your company at all.
Were you in France, Inspector?
No, sir. Had to have some police in London, huh?
No, of course. But you see, you go into action, say 120 strong. You come out 50, you pick up a draft of 60, turn them around 3 times, and go into action again, come out 70, pick up another 40, and so on forever. It's rather difficult to remember all their names 3 years later.
I see, sir. You think we could trace him through the army?
I don't think so, Inspector. You see, he told me he had a weak heart. That's when I began to smell the fraud. Didn't think he'd been in the army at all. When I faced him with it, he admitted it readily enough.
Then our first job is to find out who he was. You'll be called for the inquest, Mr. Rowe.
Right.
Now, if I could just see Mrs. Rowe for a moment. No, I don't expect she'll have much to tell us.
Well, you'll see. Of course, I'm in your hands entirely, but if you could spare her the ordeal of the inquest, I should be... I expect you understand, Inspector.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Rowe. I'll do what I can.
Thanks very much. I'll go and fetch her.
All correct, Inspector?
Well, Cuff, What do you think?
Well, sir, I think he was her first husband to whom she's lawfully married, and he called unexpected and started something. And they poisoned him together with a subtle poison which the South American Indians use for their arrows.
Oh, God. You've been reading Sherlock Holmes again.
And after that, Michael, the police were gone. And then later, the inquest, they accepted your innocence. And soon they simply forgot about it.
All except Cuff. Remember how he kept coming round?
Wanting you to write a detective story. Some lurid thing he swore had happened in his work.
And that we knew he'd concocted on a sleepless night. Good old Cuff. All those years.
10 years. Until our David was grown.
And married, as he was just yesterday.
And safe. Because he's found the right girl. Michael, is that why you've written our story?
Yes, Mary. Because our story is done. It's ended now. All that remains... Yeah? Oh, yes, of course. Tell him to come up. Speak of the devil, Mary. It's Sergeant Cuff.
It's nice to see you again, Sergeant.
Thank you, ma'am.
What have you been doing, Cuff?
Well, sir, I'll tell you how it is. We've been after what you might call a criminal gang in your profession.
Not book reviewers.
No, sir. Counterfeit coin. I dare say you've seen something about it in the papers, the Taylor gang.
No, I've missed that. What about you, Mary?
No, I'm afraid...
Oh, a tough lot. There was a woman among them called herself Sally Winter. Went into the box and said she'd never had a fair chance. No more in a manner she hadn't. Married at 17, deserted by her husband, no means of support, got into bad habits. Well, it's a story we hear often enough, and I dare say often enough, if not, it's true.
I dare say.
Well, you know, Mrs. Rowe, we do our best to see fair play no matter what the public says about us. So it became my place to inquire into this so as to set the facts in the best possible light for her. If so be they amounted to extenuating circumstances.
Very decent of you, Cuff.
Traditions of the force, Mr. Rowe. Well, sir, we found her story was true, the most of it. And who do you think the man was?
Who?
Why, that same man as fell down dead in your flat back there in 1919.
Oh, Michael.
Really?
Well, the judge says a good word for us, and the young woman, not so young, of course, 35 she'd give herself, got off with 6 months.
Oh, the poor, poor thing.
Well, madam, in a manner she was brought to it, but the law's the law and has to be respected.
And the case ended there?
Well, as you know, Mr. Rowe, I don't like leaving a story unfinished. We'd met this man once in your flat, and now we'd met him again. I says to myself, you've left your mark in 1 or 2 other places, my lad, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look for you. Account of being my duty, you see, sir, and account of being my pleasure, as I might say. So I had a look for him between times.
Yes?
That man, Price his name was, Harry Price. And do you remember the brides in the bath case?
Yes.
Well, that's the sort of man Price was. Well, I can't go so far as to put a murder on him, but I have my opinion as to that.
Oh.
Oh, horrible.
Well, I got him pretty well taped by now, sir. I'm on to what looks like his first marriage, 1905. Mary West, or Westall. Now, I dare say by tonight I shall know all about that.
Yes, it's quite possible.
Well, that's how it is, sir, madam. I knew you'd be interested, seeing as you were acquainted with the party. I'll let you know if anything develops.
Thank you, Cuff. We are very much interested.
A privilege, sir. Well, good day. Good day, Mrs. Rowe, and thanks for your kindness.
So, Mary, the story is not ended.
Michael, what will happen now?
Well, we shall soon know. I've often wondered...
But it's ridiculous. Almost 25 years. For all we knew, I might have been a widow or never properly married to him at all. Michael, it wasn't bigamy.
Oh, that's all over now, Mary. It's the perjury they won't like.
You mean what you told them when Harry died? What would they do to you?
6 months. About that.
6 months away from me.
Darling, I was away much longer in the war. You mustn't be afraid.
I'm not. I'm not afraid.
And David is safe now. He's grown. He's a man. If he has to know, he'll understand. After all, Mary, we have protected him as much as we could. It was really for David's sake we told that story to the police.
Michael, you love him very much.
Yes. And still, much as I love him, I love your little finger. Your funny little finger. More than all of David. Did you know that, Mary?
Yes, I think I did know. Michael.
Yes, Mary.
You've got a funny little finger, too.
thank you, Herbert Marshall and Ann Todd, for your heartwarming performances tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Mars. These radio programs contribute so much to the Motion Picture Relief Fund and its country house, and so an invitation to appear with the Lady Esther Screen Guild players becomes a privilege indeed. And now, before we tell you about next week's show, here's a word from one of America's best-known beauty authorities, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Todd. Ladies, before you go to bed tonight, I wish you would take your hand mirror and really study your skin. Then ask yourself this question: do I look older than I really should? I suggest this because unless you honestly believe you are as young-looking as you can be, I can offer you help. Several times every day, at home, away at work, or anywhere, give yourself a 60-second Lady Esther facial. Just smooth on Lady Esther four-purpose face cream, then wipe it off. It takes about 1 minute. And this one cream by itself provides the 4 essential things your skin needs most for beauty. First, it cleans your skin. Second, it softens your skin. Third, it helps nature refine the pores. And fourth, it provides a smooth, perfect base for your powder. You will immediately see and feel results from my 60-second facial. New softness and smoothness, your skin fresher and younger looking. But you will increase the results by regularly giving your skin a second, yes, even a third application of Lady Esther four-purpose face cream. Smooth it on, wipe it off, and then repeat. I know this. Thousands of women have written to tell me their happiness about skin almost miraculously fresher, softer, and smoother, clearer, and glowingly younger looking. That's why I hope you will try it too.
Next week, the Lady Esther Screen Guild players will present Adorable. It will star Shirley Temple, Charles Coburn, and Peter Lawford. Be sure to listen. Michael and Mary was produced and directed by Bill Lawrence and adapted by Harry Cronman. Herbert Marshall appeared through the courtesy of Frigidaire and may be heard in his own program every Saturday evening over this network. Ann Todd appeared through the courtesy of David O. Selznick and will soon star in Alfred Hitchcock's The Paradigm Case. Music on tonight's program was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. Tonight's Lady Esther Screen Guild show is being heard by our servicemen and women overseas through the worldwide shortwave and network facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is Ted Myers speaking for Lady Esther. Thank you and good night. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Gentlemen, tonight Lady Esther has the rare privilege of bringing you 3 of the screen's most delightful personalities in one of Hollywood's most delightful fables, the 20th Century Fox picture Adorable, starring Shirley Temple, Peter Lawford, and Charles Coburn. The Lady Esther Screen Guild players in Adorable. On the map of Central Europe, between Munich and Vienna, there is no such place as Hipsburg-Legstadt. In fact, we have proof that the kingdom is mythical. People still have servants there. And that's how our story happens to start at the servants' ball, at a corner table where a handsome young fellow has just kissed a girl. Now, you may think that isn't important, but it is. It's very important. That's why the young fellow turns to her and asks,
"What's your name?" I said, "What's your name?" Didn't you hear me? What's the matter?
You kissed me.
Oh.
My name is Mitzi.
Mitzi?
And yours?
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah, now you ought to kiss me.
I just did.
No, I kissed you.
Well, you started it alone, but we certainly finished it together.
Have another Coke?
Not just now, thanks.
Some peanuts?
Well, perhaps one.
Tell me, is this the first time you've been here?
Yes, but It's different than I thought it would be. I was just going home and and then you came along.
Tell me, what do you do?
Oh, I work.
Where?
Oh, at the Figaro Beauty Shop. I'm a manicurist. What do you do?
Oh, I work too.
Where?
At the, in a delicatessen.
The next dance will be Ladies' Choice.
Ladies' choice. May I have the honor, sir?
My lady, I'm flattered. Come on. Psst. Bartender, another beer, please.
Say, you've been hanging around the bar all evening. Why aren't you dancing?
Secret Service.
Oh.
Got my men posted all through the place.
I thought I noticed a lot of new faces. That waiter over there?
He's one of mine.
The doorman?
He's one of mine.
That busboy?
He's one of mine.
The orchestra leader?
Never saw him before.
Say, who are you watching anyway?
A young fella and that girl over there. See him by the door?
Huh?
Ladies, please change your partners.
Now she'll have to dance with someone else.
Don't look like it to me. She's heading for the door.
The door? Excuse me, I got work to do. Driver, follow that sleigh. Get up! Driver, follow that sleigh that's following that sleigh. Driver, follow that sleigh that's following that sleigh that's following that sleigh. Get up!
Halt! Who goes there? Halt! I'll ask 3 times and then I'll shoot.
Oh, don't be silly. It's the Princess Marie Christine.
Your Highness. A trumpeter? What's up? Her Royal Highness.
Oh, no, please, no. Oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you have to go through all this?
Sorry, regulations are regulations, but for your Highness, I'll do it as quietly as possible.
What's going on there? Don't you know what time it is? What's the idea? Your Highness.
Count von Highness?
Sneaking into the palace at 3 in the morning? Your Highness, I want to talk to you.
Mr. Prime Minister, in your pajamas?
Oh, yeah, well, very well, then we'll let it go till morning. So, Peepek, you followed the princess last night?
Yes, Count von Hainitz, and my men followed me.
Where was she, Peepek?
At a servants' ball.
Incognito?
No, right here in town. She was with some guy.
That's what comes of sending her to school in Paris. Home 2 days, and she sneaks out to I can't say it.
Well, it's easy to say. Servants' ball.
Peepek, sometimes I think you're, I'll think about you later. Hello? Yes, at once, please. Peepek, Her Highness is coming here to see me now. You'll have to leave.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Not through that door, through the secret panel. Hurry.
Yes, sir. I'll report later, sir.
Just in time. Come in. Ah, Your Highness.
Morning, Count. Is His Majesty awake?
Yes, but you can't see him now. His Majesty is breakfasting.
I've been home for 2 days and haven't even seen him. I insist on talking to my brother.
Your Highness may have noticed the only entrance to His Majesty's apartment is through this office. Anything to be discussed with him must go through me.
I know a lot of other things I'd like to see go through you.
Oh, did you learn that at school in Paris?
No, but believe me, I learned plenty.
Like attending the servants' ball, for example, Are you aware that no princess of this realm ever went off the beam like that?
Is that so? How about the Princess Lola, 1740 to 1798? She ran servants' parties right here in the palace.
Your Highness must have been misinformed.
No, I haven't. I've been reading her diary. I got it out of the library yesterday.
I told the royal censor to destroy that book.
Well, why didn't he?
He's hoping to sell the movie rights. But, Your Highness, these escapades must stop. After all, we are just about to announce your betrothal to the Prince of Portovito.
What?
The prince is already on his way to our capital.
Well, they can go right back.
Your Highness isn't even interested in meeting him?
No.
Why? Is it because you're interested in someone else?
Yes.
Oh, indeed. And may I ask to what house he belongs?
To a delicatessen house. And believe it or not, that's no baloney. Anna.
Yes, Your Highness.
Did you telephone the Figaro beauty shop?
Oh, yes, I did, Your Highness. And I gave them your order. If a man was to call and ask for Mitzi, they're to say she'll be waiting outside at 3.
Anna, what's that?
Just the Palace Regiment. Morning assembly.
Well, do they have to make so much noise?
Oh, someone's going to be scolded, I imagine. Probably for being late. It's a sort of ceremony.
Being late?
No, when they get scolded.
Oh.
Oh, there he is, Your Highness. You can see through the window. That lieutenant. See him?
Yes. Oh, my goodness, that's Carl.
Carl? Carl who?
Carl, I don't even know his last name. Anna, you wait there. I've got to see Von Hainitz. Count Von Hainitz, why is that officer being scolded down there?
Down there? Oh, he's a lieutenant. It's part of a lieutenant's duty to be scolded by his captain.
I don't approve. I want the lieutenant made a captain.
But, Your Highness, this is not your regiment.
Then how about giving me a regiment? A lot of my friends at school have their own.
But,
Take Gloria of Saxony. She's always waving at boys, so her father gave her the whole signal corps. Is this regiment taken?
Yes, it belongs to the Duchess Druenberg.
Oh, the one who has all those teeth?
Well, yes, the Duchess does look a little bit like a horse.
Mm-hmm. Well, why not transfer her to the cavalry? Then I can have this regiment.
Yes, maybe that would work out all right. Very well, Your Highness shall have the regiment.
I don't like the way you said that. Your Excellency, you're up to something.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then make the lieutenant a captain at once.
Now then, Lieutenant Conradi, can you give me one reason why you were late to assembly?
Yes, Captain. I overslept.
I hope you'll forgive us for getting you up. Why did you oversleep?
I was up late last night, studying.
Studying? Studying what?
You might call it strategy.
Lieutenant, you're a bad example to your men. You deserve to be made a...
And here's a message from the Prime Minister.
Yes, here, I'll take it. As I was saying, Lieutenant, you deserve to be made a... captain.
You mean I'm a captain? Captain?
You will now please address me as Major. Yes, by the very same order. And getting back to our subject, Captain, I want you to know that I will not tolerate any breach of discipline.
Count Von Hainitz, they're scolding that young man again. I thought I had him made a captain so he wouldn't be scolded.
Yes, but the captain is now a major. Always, majors always scold captains.
Then make the captain a major, and at once.
And what is more, Captain Conradi, you undermine the spirit of our whole military corps. For being late, you deserve to be...
Here's a message from the Prime Minister.
Oh, again. Captain Conradi, don't think this interruption will save you. As I said before, you deserve to be made a... Major?
You mean I'm a major? Major?
Yes. And since I am now a Lieutenant Colonel, I order you to confine yourself to quarters for 24 hours, beginning at 2 this afternoon.
At 2? Oh, please, couldn't I start a little later, say 4?
No, but I'll split the difference with you. 3 o'clock stop.
But look, that's the reason I'm phoning. She's got to be around there somewhere. She said she'd meet me outside at 3. I know, but you see, I can't get there at 3. Just a minute, please. Come in. Darling! Oh, no, not you. Forget it. Goodbye. No, Mitzi, not you. You can't go away now. Please, close the door.
So, you're in uniform, Carl. You aren't a delicatessen man at all.
Oh, what's the difference? What does it matter? All I know is that you've come to see me. Darling, don't be angry with me, please.
Why did you do it? Why did you lie about yourself?
Well, I was afraid you'd be afraid. If I told you that I was an officer, you'd think I was at that place last night for no good.
And what were you there for?
For no good. But now we can begin right. No more masquerading, no more lies. Why, I'm beginning to feel like I was born last night.
I noticed you're talking childishly.
But, Mitzi, surely what I did last night isn't unforgivable. Darling, is it?
Do you think a girl likes to dream all night about a delicatessen man and spend the day learning the name of every outstanding sausage so she can talk to him intelligently and then finds out he's in the army?
Mitzi, do you really think of me that much?
Tomorrow I was going to learn the different kinds of cheeses. But so ends the dream of a poor manicurist.
Mitzi.
Go ahead, laugh at me. Tell the whole army.
Oh, I'd like to. I'd like to tell the whole world. Darling, you're marvelous, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're...
I'm sunk.
You, sir. Are you in there? This is Count Von Highness.
The Prime Minister.
Mitzi, you better go into the other room. If he finds you here, I'll lose my rank.
That's what you think.
What?
Darling, if he finds me here, you'll lose your head.
My dear Major, no doubt you're wondering about my presence here.
Well, to tell the truth, Your Excellency...
The fact is, I'm here on a rather delicate mission. Have you ever been presented to Her Highness, the Princess Maria Christian?
No, I haven't had the honor, Your Excellency.
No. Of course. Her Highness is just back from school in Paris, so we'll come to this core and center of the thing. I intend to present you to the Princess.
Excellency?
Within an hour.
An hour? Oh, Your Excellency, wouldn't someday next week...
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it interferes with any of your plans. Lieutenant Colonel?
Lieutenant Colonel?
Now, listen. Between ourselves, the Princess must be made to forget someone for reasons of state. Therefore, I command you to be charming.
Charming?
Charming. I shall expect you at the palace at once. Good afternoon.
Carl, what happened?
Oh, Mitzi, can you beat it? I've just been made a lieutenant colonel.
A lieutenant colonel? Who pinned that on you?
Old Von Hainitz.
What for?
Darling, I've had orders to go.
War?
No, boudoir. I'm being presented to the princess.
Yes, but what about me?
Mitzi, orders are orders.
I see. The minute you get a chance to meet a princess, you throw everything else over.
Oh, but darling...
Well, go ahead. And I hope you have a charming time. Just utterly charming.
Look, Mitzi, I don't think they'll keep me long. Why don't you just wait here for me?
Wait here? I should say not. I have a much better idea than that.
What?
Maybe you'll need a little protection. I think I'll just go along with you.
But, Mitzi, you can't keep following me like this. You can't come into the palace.
Why not? I'm in. You know, I sort of like it, too. All those soldiers saluting.
They were saluting me.
Oh, they were?
So you're determined to make trouble. You won't be reasonable.
Certainly I won't.
Won't make trouble?
Won't be reasonable.
Please, for the last time, will you go?
Well, if you insist.
Mitzi, not in here. This is the Prime Minister's waiting room.
That's all right. I'm waiting.
Will you please go?
While you're turning on the charm for the princess?
Oh, I have to do what I'm told.
Oh, you do? Well, suppose I told you to choose between us. Suppose I told you if I go out that door, no more Mitzi. What would you say? Well, say it.
Everything I can think of saying is censorable.
Well, goodbye then, Carl. Have a nice career.
Wait a minute. Somebody's coming. Here, get behind the screen, quick. Whew.
Ah, Lieutenant Colonel, you are here already.
Your Excellency?
Sorry you'll have to wait a bit. We're having a little difficulty locating the princess.
Or maybe we ought to put it off till tomorrow?
No. It must be today. You don't know how much depends on this. I'll find her, all right. I'll find her today if it takes me all week. Now then, you just wait here and... What was that? Behind that screen. You there. Come out, whoever you are.
Good afternoon, Von Hainitz.
You? Lieutenant Colonel, playing hide-and-seek with us, eh?
Your Excellency, I assure you that...
Your Highness, allow me to present Lieutenant Colonel Carl Conradi.
Your Highness?
Where did you find him, Von Hainitz?
Oh, he was disguised as a mere lieutenant.
Oh, rather nice, isn't he? Is there any reason why I can't have him for my personal aid?
If there were any such reason, Your Highness, we'd brush it aside.
Thank you. Conradi, you'd better wait here until I send for you.
At your orders, Your Highness.
Just be patient. I won't be long.
My dear boy, congratulations. You charmed her in exactly 10 seconds flat.
I did?
Yes, and from a standing start. Colonel... Now then, Peepak, you have a report?
And how, Your Excellency, and how?
Well, how?
Well, I started, Your Excellency, by tracing that young fellow who was at the servants' ball with her. It seems he's a delicatessen man named Carl.
You mean that you have arrested him?
No, but I've arrested all delicatessen men named Carl.
Up to lunchtime, I had 347. Now, by elimination, I'll get my man.
Peepak, I'm sorry you've gone to so much trouble, but your delicatessen man has already been eliminated. Now you get me saying it. Eliminated by my officer in 10 seconds flat.
Poof! In 10 seconds flat? What a man.
Well, you can see for yourself. He's out there in the waiting room. Now, if you'll just take a look through the secret peephole.
What?
Well, Peepak.
Your Excellency, that's him.
Who?
Your officer. He's my delicatessen man.
Anna, did you get everything?
Yes, Your Highness. Some peanuts, Coca-Cola, a little lemon to sharpen it.
Oh, that must be Colonel Conradi now. Let him in, Anna.
Yes, Your Highness.
Colonel Conradi, at your orders, Your Highness.
At your orders, darling. Why don't you come a little closer?
As Your Highness wishes.
My, you're all dressed up, aren't you? A sword and everything. And what's that tin sweater for?
A cuirass, Your Highness. It's for, protection.
You will remove it, please?
Yes, Your Highness.
Anna, you will take the Colonel's protector out with you.
Yes, Your Highness. Oh, noisy, isn't it?
Now then, relax. That's your drink right there. Press it.
Oh, I'm not thirsty now.
Then I command you to be thirsty. Bottoms up. There. That's more like it.
Your Highness, I'd like permission to go.
Sit down.
Yes, Your Highness.
Why do you make it so difficult? You're the man. You should do the commanding, not I.
I am a simple officer.
Well, you're an officer, but I wouldn't say simple. Look, why can't we make a fresh start? Why can't we forget about Marie Christine?
I cannot presume to take the liberties with Your Highness.
Oh, you've been reading Emily Post again.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. It cannot be.
You really mean that? You mean this is the end?
Your Highness, please let me go.
Well, it's just too bad about you. All right. If you're going to be such a flat wheel, take this note to Count von Hainitz.
Yes, Your Highness.
Wait. Go ahead and read it first.
Count von Hainitz, you may announce my engagement to the Prince of Pontevedra.
Well?
Your Highness's orders. I shall deliver it at once.
My boy, this is wonderful, wonderful. You not only know how to turn on the charm, but you also know how to turn it off. Congratulations, General.
General? General? From lieutenant to general in 2 days?
That's 3 under par on this course. Peepak, this is a great victory. Get in touch with the prince at once.
Yes, Your Excellency. He is staying incognito at an inn in the forest. It's called the Stunted Hag.
What?
I beg your pardon, my error, the Hunted Stag.
But, Your Highness, I don't understand. Why should you cry like this? Please, please. You mustn't. You'll ruin your makeup.
I don't want to be married. I don't want to be engaged. Von Hainitz, you have to cancel it.
But we've already sent a courier to the prince. We can't back out now. We can't insult the whole nation of Pontevedra.
You mean you're going to force me into this?
Force you? Didn't you tell me to notify the prince?
Yes, but I didn't say positively.
Dude, this is ridiculous. The grand ball is just about to begin. The prince will arrive here any minute. I say we've got to go through with this or else.
Or else what?
Your Majesty.
Hey, what's all this racket about? Can't I have a little quiet? Gosh, a person can't even read Dick Tracy.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
Oh, and you're a fine older sister. Haven't even been in to see me once since you got back.
Darling, I tried to, but he wouldn't let me.
Who wouldn't let you?
Him, Von Hainitz.
Oh, is that so? Von Hainitz, you're discharged.
But, Your Majesty.
You're fired. See the cashier in the morning.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Say, Marie. Hey, you look pretty pretty. Hey, why doesn't somebody marry you?
Oh, somebody's going to. The Prince of Pontevedra.
Oh, is that so?
Your Majesty, I have disastrous news.
All right, Peepak, you spill it if you have to.
I went to fetch the Prince of Pontevedra. He said he was sorry he couldn't come now.
Oh, he couldn't, huh? Why not?
He was listening to the Lady Esther Screen Guild show. He didn't want to miss the tag.
Wolf, that sort of puts us in a spot.
Oh, I don't know. I think I could manage to dig up somebody. I mean, if I simply have to get married.
Your Highness, did you send for me?
Yes, Carl, I did.
Say, he's a nice-looking fella, Marie. Hey, why don't you marry him?
Well, I will if he will.
Oh, how about it, Guy?
You mean marry her? Her Royal Highness? Sure, why not?
Oh, now you're talking, fella. Oh, gee, thanks for helping us out. You know, you're a prince.
Huh?
Oh, Carl, isn't that wonderful? Now you're a prince. Oh, darling, there's nothing can come between us now.
Nothing, darling. Absolutely nothing. Unless...
Carl, what is it?
Do you mind if I take this iron vest off? I think it might sort of cramp my style.
Thank you, Charles Coburn, Peter Lawford, and Shirley Temple for your delightful performances in tonight's Lady Esther Screen Guild play. We enjoyed every minute of it.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. It was our fun. The wonderful work being done by the Motion Picture Relief Fund and its country house makes our appearance with the Lady Esther Screen Guild players a double pleasure, for we know the benefits from this program supports their work.
Next week, the Lady Esther Screen Guild players will present Experiment Perilous. It will star Ruth Huzzy, Adolphe Manjou, and George Brent. Be sure to listen. Adorable was produced and directed for Lady Esther by Bill Lawrence. Adapted by Harry Cronman, and was presented through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of Darrell F. Zanuck's The Razor's Edge. Shirley Temple appeared through the courtesy of David O. Selznick, producer of Duel in the Sun. Peter Lawford appeared by arrangement with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor picture The Yearling. Charles Coburn is currently starring in Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's production The Green Years. You save enough on the largest size jar of Lady Esther face cream to buy a box of Lady Esther face powder. So remember, ask for the largest size. Music on tonight's program was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. This is Truman Bradley speaking for Lady Esther. Thank you and good night.
This episode from the Screen Guild series was originally broadcast in 1947.
Welcome, everybody. Tonight, your neighborhood Good Gulf dealer joins the Gulf Oil Companies in presenting the sixth in a new series of programs. Reviews, musical comedies, and dramatic shows, all the varied entertainment forms of Hollywood. So welcome all of you to the Motion Picture Star's own program. Welcome to the Gulf Screen Guild Show. With Olivia de Havilland, William Bakewell, Clarence Derwin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild players in a thrilling story of suspense and intrigue. RKO Radio Pictures' Experiment Perilous. It stars George Brent as Dr. Bailey, Ruth Huzzy as Mrs. Betteroll, and Adolphe Marjou as Nick Betteroll. The Lady Esther Screen Guild Players in Experiment Perilous.
It may have been for any one of a number of reasons. Because I was a doctor, a psychiatrist, or because my friend Clegg had had a few drinks. Or more important, because he was a top-flight artist.
I wanted you to see it, Hunt. It's my masterpiece. Finest portrait I ever painted. What do you think?
Well, as a doctor, I'd say it's very interesting. As a man, I'd say it's very disturbing. Who is she, Clegg?
I had a hunch you'd ask. Now, that's why I think the portrait's so good. Her name's Alida, and Nick Bettero's wife.
You mean the Nick Betterow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one you're always reading about. He's quite a guy.
He must be. Art patron, sportsman, rich as creases, and apparently with a very beautiful wife.
Alida's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
It's funny, Clegg. You never mentioned her before.
I used to think I was in love with Alida some years ago when I first met her. Me and a dozen others.
Oh, you forget your attachments pretty easily.
No, you don't forget Alida easily. There's something fateful about her.
What do you mean?
Well, it's hard to say exactly, but, look, why don't you come and see for yourself?
Come where?
Well, they're having a tea this afternoon to unveil the portrait. I'd like to take you along. How about it, Hunt?
Well, you've convinced me, Clegg. I think maybe I will.
Well, I'm happy that Clegg brought you along, Dr. Bailey. I almost feel as if I know you.
Really, Mr. Betterow?
Yes, I read your article on the Napoleonic complex. Always suspected I might have something of the sort.
Oh, hardly.
Look, Nick, we came to see Alida.
Oh, of course. Over here. Alida, my dear, here's your favorite artist.
Why, Clegg.
Hello, Alida. May I present Dr. Huntington Bailey?
Mrs. Betterow.
How do you do?
Alida, we're very fortunate having Dr. Bailey with us. He can reassure you about Alec's appetite.
We have a 5-year-old son, Doctor.
Well, why don't you pour the doctor some tea, my dear? He can sit and talk with you while Clegg and I go find something stronger. Come along, Clegg.
Doctor, you will have some tea.
Thanks. That's the gown in which Clegg painted you, isn't it?
Well, it's not a pose, really. Nick designed the gown, and it pleases him to see me wear it. Clegg does paint beautifully, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't know anything at all about painting.
Sugar?
Oh, no, thanks. But I did tell Clegg I thought your portrait was disturbing.
Why?
Well, there was something in the expression of the eyes.
Yes?
And I wanted to see for myself if it was the artist's imagination or if it was really there.
And what have you decided?
It's there.
You haven't tasted your tea.
Yes, I know, but aren't you curious about what I saw in the picture or thought I saw?
Yes, of course.
As a matter of fact, that's why I came. You see,
No, I knew you were a doctor, but you didn't seem like that. Please don't.
Oh, Mrs. Betterow, I'm... Oh.
Dr. Bailey, I've been waiting all afternoon for a chance to talk to you. Can you spare me a moment?
Oh, Mr. Betterow, you're my host.
Yes. Of course, you must think it rather strange, Alida dropping her cup like that.
Oh, accidents happen.
Doctor, you must be used to meeting emergencies in your practice. So am I, in a mild way. But they've never involved peril to myself, nor to anyone I love.
Peril?
Yes, peril. Alida isn't quite, well, like other people. You must have seen that. You're keen enough to have seen it.
Still, peril is a rather strong word.
Do you remember the lines? Life is short, and the art long. Decision difficult, experiment perilous. No, the word is well chosen, Bailey, and I need help. I can't go on without it.
Oh, but Mr. Betterow,
I thought perhaps I'd come to your office, talk to you, arrange to...
Hey, Hunt Bailey.
Oh, there, the inevitable interruption.
Oh, Hunt, I have to be off. You coming or staying?
I'll go with you, Clegg. Goodbye, Mr. Betterow.
Goodbye, Bailey. Tomorrow?
If you'll telephone the office.
Come on, I'm late. Oh, so long, Nick. Have a nice time, Hunt?
Very pleasant. She's completely charming.
Oh, Alida. Well, you've seen the picture and the model. Is it a speaking likeness?
No. I think if I were painting her, I'd do her quite differently.
You would? How?
Well, for one thing, it wouldn't be that solemn face or that elaborate gown. I think I'd paint her full length. In the country field and the sky beyond her, and rich green grasses, and a lot of daisies.
Daisies, no less. Oh, so she's captured you, too.
What do you mean?
Not a thing. Come on, let's go out and round up a cab.
There hasn't been much written about the family, Dr. Bailey, but I found this one article in an old issue of the Manhattan Magazine.
Oh, thank you, Miss Wilson.
I've marked the important paragraphs. Nicholas Bederow has a rather comfortable explanation for his many benefactions. Some men, he says, raise horses and race them. I prefer to gamble on human beings. Mrs. Bederow's hobby is simpler. She raises country daisies in her city yard.
Country daisies?
Yes, in her city yard, but does not go in for flower shows. The article is signed A. Gregory.
Thanks. You can leave it here. I want to read it myself. And Miss Wilson?
Yes?
When Mr. Bederow comes in, will you please see that we're not disturbed?
Bailey, I've come this far with it. You might as well have it all. And frankly, I'm afraid I'm almost convinced that Alida is out of her mind.
Really? What makes you think so?
Her strangeness, her idiosyncrasies, many things. That's why I want you to see her, on a friendly basis, so she won't suspect. And then, if you think it's merely a case of nerves, or if she is not imagining these things...
Well, now, suppose you tell me exactly what it is that she or you imagine.
That I imagine? Oh, yes, of course. That would occur to you. She's convincing enough. She's almost convinced me once or twice.
About what?
The daisies, for instance.
Daisies?
She sends them to herself at odd times, on her birthdays particularly. Here, look at this note. It's her handwriting. I got it from the florist.
4 dozen common daisies to be sent to Mrs. Bederow. No card. $5 enclosed. Well, why daisies, do you suppose?
Well, I don't know. And there are other things. She thinks she's followed when she goes shopping. She imagines I've put doctors to questioning her without her knowing. She's afraid of doctors.
Yes, I know.
And then, of course, there's the boy. He has nighttime terrors, bad dreams, monstrous fears, lions and tigers under his crib. I don't know what she's doing to him. I can't even tell you. You'd have to see for yourself. I thought perhaps if you could come to dinner.
But your wife dislikes doctors.
I think Alida was taken with you, and I'll ask her to invite you. Will you come?
Yes, I'll come.
Good. I'll have Alida drop you a note, and I won't take any more of your time now. Thanks a lot, Bailey. I hope we'll see you soon.
Daisies. Daisies in a country field, in a city yard. Daisies at odd times, and on her birthdays in particular. Rich green. Hello?
Hello? Dr. Bailey?
Yes?
This is Alida Bederow. I've got to talk to you.
Of course.
I'm at the Art Museum, the French wing. I thought if you could meet me here...
Why, certainly. You wait there, and I'll be right over.
I'm sorry I had to ask you to meet me here, Doctor. Almost every other place I go, I have a feeling I'm being followed.
Well, this is as good a place as any other. Besides, if we whisper, it won't be noticed. They sort of expect whispering in a museum.
Dr. Bailey, you must think me very strange, calling you like this, and yesterday being so upset when I learned you were a doctor.
Well, whatever your reason for disliking doctors is your own, but just don't think of me as a doctor. I'd like to be your friend. I am your friend.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I've been thinking about you. Even read up on the Bederow family. An old article in the Manhattan written by someone named A. Gregory. Do you know him?
That was a long time ago.
Yes?
I don't know. I've forgotten.
It's a curious thing he wrote, that you raise country daisies as a hobby.
Is that so strange?
What?
That I once raised daisies?
Why, no, on the contrary. Why, I even told Clegg...
Dr. Bailey, I thought you wanted to be my friend.
I do, and I am. You must believe me. I know that you need help.
How do you know that?
Well, it's in your eyes and in your voice. It's in the portrait, too. If you'll just talk to me.
We're not here.
All right, my office, then. I'll go on ahead, and I'll wait for you. I've sent my nurse home. No one will know that you've been here, Mrs. Bederow.
Oh, thank you. I hardly know where to begin.
Well, perhaps with your husband?
I'll do the best I can. Some of it I know myself, and some of it I've learned from Sissy.
Sissy?
That's Nick's sister. She was almost 15 years older than Nick. She died last year in a sanitarium.
Oh, why was she in a sanitarium?
Nick had her put there. It was done very quietly, of course. She told me once about the night Nick was born, the night his mother died, and how their father was made mad with grief and anger. How he swore that his son had cost him his wife. He never looked at Nick again, never touched him or played with him. And about a year later, on the way back from Europe, he took his own life. He jumped overboard.
Who raised the child?
Sissy did, really. In a way, she brought me up, too.
Oh, then you've known Nick ever since you were a child?
We lived in the country, a little house near the corner of the Betterow estate. Nick was a good deal older, of course. But even when I was very young, he'd come to the field where I was playing, bring me a trinket and smile because it made me happy. He was good to my family, too. Persuaded my father to let him pay for my education, and afterward a year abroad. I think I know why now. He thought he was creating something perfect for Nicholas Betterow.
When were you married?
When I returned from Europe. Oh, I was flattered, excited. I even thought I loved him.
And when did you know you didn't?
My birthday party. The first year we were married. We had quite a large group, a lot of young men. Somehow there always seemed to be a lot of young men about.
Well, I can understand that.
I remember I was at the piano when Alec walked in.
Alec?
Alec Gregory. I liked him very much. There was something wild about him that night. I thought he'd been drinking, and he had a bunch of flowers in his hand.
Daisies?
How did you know?
Oh, call it a guess. Please go on.
Well, Alec made quite a scene of it, wishing me a happy birthday, and Nick was amused, as he always was. He seemed almost proud that I should be attractive to other men, to younger men. Until later...
What happened?
Well, I'd gone back to the drawing room to pick up my handkerchief. Alec followed me. He told me he loved me. He held me and kissed me, and then Nick walked in.
What did Nick do?
Nothing. Just stood there and smiled. And then he turned on his heel and left the room.
Is that all?
No. Alec stayed after all the others had gone. He and Nick were in the library. I could hear them quarreling. I would have gone in, but Sissy stopped me, made me go upstairs to my room.
And then?
Well, it was a long time before Nick came up. He was very gay, happy, almost like a young boy. He...
Yes?
Well, the next morning I learned that Alec was dead. He'd been killed on his way home, run down by a cab.
Oh. How did Nick take it?
He was sympathetic. He seemed quite moved. He was kinder and sweeter than ever before, and especially when our boy was born a few months later. And yet,
Yet what?
Oh, Dr. Bailey, you were right. I do need help.
I've already offered it.
Well, Nick suggested this morning that I ask you for dinner. Will you come tomorrow?
Of course.
There's only one thing. If Nick goes up to the boy while you're there, will you try to follow him?
To the boy's room? Why?
Because I think Nick hates him. I think he hates his son with all his heart.
The second act of the Lady Esther Screen Guild play will follow in a moment. Now, a word from Lady Esther.
Among your many friends, perhaps you know a woman who is like this. She is alert and modern in every way except one. She still uses a lot of different creams and lotions for her skin. She doesn't know that science has found a better way to keep skin looking fresher and younger. This takes only a few minutes each day. You use only one cream, my Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. Simply smooth on this one gentle cream, then wipe it off. The cream itself does the work, not your fingers. It's so soft it doesn't need rubbing in. This one cream alone is all you need. Because, you see, Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream does all 4 things your skin needs most for beauty. It thoroughly cleanses your skin. It softens your skin. It helps nature refine the pores. And it leaves a perfect base for your powder. To speed up and increase the results, just do this. Once a day after applying the cream and wiping it off, immediately repeat the process. Again apply Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. and wipe it off. Now, this is the most important part, because after cleaning off surface makeup and dirt, it is this second creaming that gets after the clinging, oily film which clouds your skin. Remove this, and naturally you see new tone, new color, a fresher, clearer, younger look. You feel a smoother softness, and you look years younger.
And now, Lady Esther presents the second act of Experiment Perilous, starring Adolphe Menjou, Ruth Huzzy, and George Brent.
I sat up very late that night, smoking and thinking, and finally admitting to myself that where Alida was concerned, my thinking wasn't entirely professional. I could hardly wait until the following evening, till I arrived at the Bedero home for dinner.
How are you this evening, Bailey?
Oh, usual, I should say.
Well, you look a bit tired. Have a hard day?
Just short of sleep.
Well, you need a drink. I'll fix you
Nick,
one that will...
Nick!
Oh, Alida. Our guest is here, my dear.
Oh, Doctor, I'm so sorry. I was with our youngster. He was so upset I had to...
Oh, please, Alida, spare us the details. You see, Doctor, my wife takes her maternal problems too seriously. I insist she lay them down when the boy goes to bed. Glass of sherry, my dear?
Please.
A 5-year-old boy must cry it out sometimes, you know. Doctor, don't you agree?
Well, for myself, I'm old-fashioned, and so are children and mothers.
Now, wait till you have one of your own.
5 years old, did you say? What's his name?
Alec.
Alex.
Alexander. Alexander the Conqueror. And we hope he grows up to be like
Nick,
his...
may I have another sherry?
But, my dear child, you haven't finished the one you have. Doctor, sometimes she does the strange...
Please, Nick. I think we can go into dinner now.
Doctor, if you'll sit here between us, Alida and I want to share you.
Nick, where did those...
Oh, my dear. Another of your charming flower arrangements. Doctor, don't you like them?
Daisies?
Nothing so spring-like for the table there.
But I didn't. Nick, I ordered American Beauty roses. You must believe me. You must.
Oh, my dear child, of course we believe you. The florist was probably sold out, or he didn't have any fresh enough. Or the delivery boy mixed up the boxes. Or perhaps you did order them. What does it matter?
Oh, Dr. Bailey, I don't...
Sometimes the power of thought, self-hypnosis. Wouldn't you say, Doctor?
Oh, sometimes. You know, there's a great deal of hocus-pocus in all such terminology. Mrs. Bedero, there's usually a very simple and logical explanation for everything.
Tell me, Doctor, do you really think...
Mr. Nick.
Yes,
Mr. Nick.
Yes, Daria?
Mr. Nick, you'll have to come up. The child is screaming so. He'll make himself sick.
Doctor, you see, my women are turning this house into a bedlam. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Come along, Daria.
Oh, Dr. Bailey.
This is the chance you've been waiting for. How do I follow him? How do I go upstairs?
In the drawing room, behind the bookcase, there's a secret passage. Nick doesn't know I ever found it.
Where does it go?
To my room. There's a door connecting to the nursery. Oh, hurry, Doctor. Please, hurry.
All the witches, Alec. All the witches who work in the dark. Ugly witches. And the more beautiful they are when the sun is up, the blacker and uglier they grow when it gets dark. And what they want are little boys like you.
Not me, Papa.
Oh, no, not you. And do you know why? Because Daddy put up magic bars to keep you safe. But you mustn't tell. It's a secret. You mustn't tell Daria or your mother. Ever. Daria's an ugly witch, isn't she? But not so dangerous as a beautiful witch. They're the really dangerous ones.
Mommy's beautiful.
Hush. Now I'm going to leave you and...
Papa, I saw it. It did get in. I saw it, Papa.
Where?
The door to Mommy's room. I saw it closed.
You think he has an idea? You think he suspects?
I don't know. I'd better try not to find out tonight. But I've got to talk to you alone.
Where?
My office tomorrow afternoon at 2. You've got to make it. It's important.
Doctor, I'm sorry I'm late. I wanted to be sure I wasn't followed.
Alida, do you trust me?
Yes.
Then you've got to be honest with me.
You saw something last night when you went upstairs. It's Alec. He's doing something to him.
Please. You can't cry now. You've got to be calm or you can't help me. That's the girl. Now, will you answer a question?
About what?
Alexander Gregory.
No.
Alida, you've got to. Alec was in love with you, wasn't he? Of course he was. He must have been. He sent you daisies.
Does that have to mean anything?
Did to me. I pictured you with daisies, too. Did you love Alec?
No. I liked him. He was nice.
But Nick was jealous?
Well, he never showed it, not until after Alec was dead.
And then?
Nick said it was my fault, that I'd killed him, as surely as though I'd pushed him under that cab.
And it was Nick's idea to name your boy Alec, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh, Hunt, I'm afraid.
Oh, you mustn't be. You mustn't ever be afraid again. There are two of us now. And I think I know what Nick is up to.
What?
Alida, last night I found something on that secret stairway. Apparently dropped there in a hurry.
What?
A bunch of American Beauty roses.
So it was Nick. It was Nick all the time. Hunt, I've got to get out of that house.
I've already arranged it. A quiet little place out in the country. Come on, we'll go home and pick up the boy.
That's strange. Frank should open the door. This isn't his day off.
Your butler must have gone on strike. Do you have a key?
Yes. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there we are.
It's so dark.
Yes, let's have a little light.
Hunt.
Thanks.
Hunt, the baby.
Oh, I'll bet he's sound asleep. You go on up and see. Go on, I've got a call to make. Hello? Is Clegg there? Well, tell him to call me at Nick Bedero's, will you? Parkway 7824. Yes. This is Hunt Bailey. It's important. Thanks.
Dr. Bailey, I presume?
Nick.
Well, it's amazing how you fulfill every plan I make for you. And don't be rash, Hunt. As you can see, I have a gun.
With a silencer.
No more sound than a popping cork. And by the way, we're alone. I've sent the servants away for the evening.
Where's the boy?
Upstairs, in his crib. You needn't worry about him for the present. You know, Hunt, it would be interesting to know your sensations at this moment.
You're mad, Nick. Completely mad. Do you know that?
Oh, that's an old story. I think I first knew it when I was 4 years old. I heard a cook of ours say, that ugly brat as good as killed his mother and his father. And I killed Alec, too, of course.
But, Nick, you won't kill me.
Oh, you think not? You love Alida, don't you?
Yes, I love her.
I knew it. That first day, the way you looked at her. And last night, following me upstairs. Yeah, I decided then that you must be next.
But you won't touch Alida.
It won't be necessary. Her or the boy. Did I tell you we've had trouble with our furnace lately? It's a gas furnace, you know, and it leaks. Can't you smell the gas?
You're mad, Nick. Completely unreasonably mad.
She'll stop for a while to comfort the boy. She won't even notice what's happening. Then afterward, I'll carry you up there, too. After the explosion. I haven't told you about that, have I? After the explosion, they'll find you there, together.
Quit bluffing, Nick. You couldn't go through with that.
Why not? You wouldn't be the first.
And I won't be the next. You couldn't stand it, Nick. Alida and me together up there, dead or alive. You'd be tormented, Nick. Just the two of us. Alone.
Stop it.
Alida and me.
Stop it, do you hear me?
No one else.
Stop it! Stop it, do you hear? Stop it,
Yeah. I rather thought you'd give me an opening. Now when you come to... The gas! Alida! Alida! And you see, Alec, this witch was a very good witch. She wore a blue dress and red shoes. And she had hair like yours and deep blue eyes.
Like Mommy?
Yes, and she laughed like your mummy, too. And at night she flew around on her red broomstick and finding all the things that got lost during the day. A kitten and a puppy and a...
Little boy. What did she find last night?
That's for tomorrow. Now you run along and play.
Watch me, Mommy. I'm going to catch a beautiful witch.
Oh, Hunt, you're doing wonders with him.
He's got a lot of good stuff in him. I mean, he's a great deal like his mummy.
When I think of it, Hunt, what might have happened if Clegg hadn't tried to telephone you, if he hadn't been worried when the phone didn't answer, if he hadn't come by...
Alida, that's all past. It's out of your life. When the house burned down, that burned everything clean for you.
They never found him, did they? Poor Nick.
Darling, Did I ever tell you how becomingly you were in a field of daisies?
Thank you, George Brant, Adolphe Manjou, and Ruth Huzzy for a thrilling half hour.
Mr. Bradley, the Motion Picture Relief Fund and its Country House, both supported largely by this program, are doing such magnificent work that we consider it a privilege to appear here with the Lady Esther Screen Guild players. And now, before we tell you about next week's show, here's a word from one of America's best-known beauty authorities, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Hussey. Ladies, it used to take months to travel from New York to California, and women used to spend an hour or more daily caring for their skin. But today, science has found a way to make your skin look fresher and younger, and you spend only 5 or 10 minutes a day. Here's how you do it. At least once a day, smooth on Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream and wipe it off. Then immediately repeat this treatment. A second time, smooth on the cream and wipe it off. You can use Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream as often as you want, but at least once daily, use this double application to get at the stubborn, clinging, oily film which clouds your skin. Then see what happens. I know what happens because so many women tell me how wonderfully this helps keep their skin softer and smoother with a clearer, fresher, younger look. And you need the help of no other cream to do this. Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream alone does all the 4 things your skin needs most for beauty. If you will use Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream in the way I suggest to combat that clinging, clouding, oily film, I promise that friends will stop you and say, "You're looking so well, so refreshed. Have you been away on a holiday?"
Next week, the Lady Esther Screen Guild players will present The First Year. It will star Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard. Be sure to listen. Experiment Perilous was produced and directed for Lady Esther by Bill Lawrence, adapted by Harry Cronman, and presented through the courtesy of its author, Margaret Carpenter, and RKO Pictures, producers of the Technicolor production Sinbad the Sailor, starring Douglas Fairbanks Jr. and Maureen O'Hara. Ruth Huzzy has just completed a New York starring engagement in State of the Union. Adolphe Manjou will soon be seen in the Andrew Stone production, The Bachelor's Daughters. George Brent will soon be seen in Temptation, an international production. You save enough on the largest size jar of Lady Esther face cream to buy a box of Lady Esther face powder. So remember, ask for the largest size. Music on tonight's program was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. Tonight's Lady Esther Screen Guild show is being heard by our servicemen and women overseas through the worldwide shortwave and network facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is Truman Bradley speaking for Lady Esther. Thank you and good night. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.